back, guys and ladies, I should say. Got another review slash comparison between two of the kind of the top Chromebooks out on the market today. On the left we have the Google Pixelbook, and on the right we have the Samsung Chromebook Pro. And right now the Pro is going for $500 at Best Buy. The Pixelbook goes for $1,000. And I just wanted to do a quick comparison between the two, see if the Samsung Chromebook Pro is better bang for your buck, or if it's worth to spend a few extra bucks, and by a few I mean a couple hundred, and go with the Pixelbook. So let's get into it. Okay, so in terms of hardware, the Chromebook Pro is just a little bit thicker, just a hair thicker than the Pixelbook. Weight-wise, I mean, I can't tell the difference between the two. Just holding them, I think the Chromebook Pro might be just an ounce or two lighter. The Pixelbook is a little bit longer than the Chromebook Pro. USB-C on each one of these. You can charge on either one, headphone jack on both, and then the Samsung Chromebook Pro has a micro SD reader right down here, which is a nice touch that the Pixelbook does not have. And then on this side, again, we have the USB-C, but what the Samsung Chromebook Pro comes with that the Pixelbook does not is they tuck in a little stylus pen here that you can use on the screen. Alright, so let's talk displays. Honestly, I can't tell the difference. I mean, maybe just a little bit. The Chromebook Pro is just kind of has a little bit more saturation, if anything, I would say. This green down here, and my camera might not do it justice, but the green down here underneath the water looks a little bit darker than the green on the Pixelbook down here. But honestly, it's extremely tough to tell, and you wouldn't be able to tell at all unless they were right next to each other like they are right now. But even the tree colors back here, a little bit greener and darker on the Samsung Chromebook Pro, and Samsungs are kind of known to be a little bit more saturated displays. I saw a review online saying that they think that they might be the same display in kind of a different casing. I can definitely vouch for that. It might be, but I will say it looks a little bit more saturated on the Chromebook Pro. But overall, I mean, these are two awesome displays. The thing that, you know, kind of the kicker between the two of them is going to be the bezels. As you can see on the Chromebook Pro, they're much thinner than on the Pixelbook here. I would say it's almost half the size on the sides there for the bezels, and then also on the top, probably again half the size. So another thing that goes into build quality is the hinge on these 2-in-1 machines, because typically when you have that 360-degree hinge, they can kind of get a little bit wobbly in laptop mode. So I'm just going to tap on these and you can kind of see which one has a little bit more wobble to it. That one's pretty sturdy. And actually the Chromebook Pro is pretty sturdy as well. I can't really tell a huge difference between the wobble between the two. Both seem to have a pretty good hinge. And last but not least, both of these are 2-in-1. As you can see here, they're in tablet mode right now. Most of you probably knew that, but just wanted to show you. So this is what they look like as tablet modes. They both perform almost the exact same, so there's not much to say there. Alright, for the keyboards and trackpads, first I'll start with the Pixelbook. If you've seen some of my reviews in the past, you'll know I really like this Pixelbook trackpad and keyboard. Probably my favorite one on the market right now, even better than the MacBooks that I've tried. I just loved the soft silicone right here. Feels great on your palms. The trackpad is glass, extremely responsive, great to scroll with, and I typically use a mouse with my computers, Bluetooth or USB connected, and for this one I just don't feel the need for it. It's so smooth and it tracks so well. And the keyboard, again, it's a soft touch keyboard. It doesn't have a lot of key travel, but it's very clicky. It has a great response to it, and I'm just gonna type a little bit for you so you can kind of hear it. So you can kind of hear that nice clicky response that you get. Again, low key travel, but you know, it's still very responsive and very nice to use. The trackpad is a little bit clicky, but you don't need to use the full click. You can just touch to click, so you can just tap on it and it'll select things. So the only time you really need to press down and do that click, that full click, is to select things. Okay, so for the Chromebook Pro, you might have read some reviews that this keyboard and trackpad are awful. I'm kind of in the boat where I'll say it's okay. It's by far not the greatest, but it's also not the worst either. What they've kind of had to do here on the sides is trim down some of these, like the tab, cap locks, shift, control. The delete button, if you can see this, is just absolutely tiny compared to the Pixelbook. Enter, small, shift. You know, they just had to trim down the size of these to make full-size lettering and spacing here in the spacebar. It's kind of that give and take, something that you have to get used to when you're using this. But once you get used to it, you know, it's okay. It's a little bit longer of a travel than the Pixelbook, but also not quite as clicky, I would say. It's more of a squishy feel, not quite as premium feeling. The trackpad is smaller. I'm not sure if that's glass or not. I think it might be plastic on there, but it is actually really responsive. I like using it. I like to scroll on it. I think it's still a pretty good trackpad. It's just smaller and not quite as smooth without the glass on it. I'll type a little bit on the keyboard so you can kind of hear what the keyboard sounds like on this. So you can kind of hear it. It's a little bit squishy. It still has a nice click. Like I said, it's an okay keyboard and trackpad. Not great, not the worst. Okay, time to get into the nitty-gritty and talk performance and start opening some things up, see how they perform on each one, because this is really going to be kind of the selling point for people, whether, you know, this laptop that's twice the price of this laptop is really worth that extra money. So I'm just going to start opening up some things that I have set up. I have both of these Chromebooks set up the same way, same apps. It's a combination of web store apps and Google Play Store apps. But they're all set up the exact same. None of them are open right now, so I'm just going to start opening them up, see which one loads faster, and we can kind of judge the performance on that. So first is going to be Slack. 1, 2. Pretty close. Maybe the Pixelbook by a millisecond there. We'll close out of those, and we'll go to Drive. Pretty close again. That might have been the Chromebook Pro on the right. Just a hair faster. We'll go to Docs. Again, almost the exact same there. And we'll go to, let's go to YouTube. Wow. Again, almost the exact same. We'll go to Trello. So there you could see the Pixelbook really kind of show its performance. That was a good half-second faster on the Pixelbook over the Chromebook Pro. And I'm not going to open up my email, but let's do the Play Store. This one wasn't set up. I got to blow this one up. Alright, so let's add this quick, do that again. Again, pretty similar on both. Let's just take a look at the scrolling here. You can tell it's a little bit smoother on the Pixelbook. Nothing I would say is groundbreaking or would, you know, sway you one way or other in a buying decision, because you can see the Chromebook Pro is loading very fast, even though it's not quite as smooth as a scroll. Alright, so now I'm going to load up Chrome and just go through a few websites and see which ones load faster. They're both on the same network, so that shouldn't be an issue. So I'm just going to tap on Chrome at the same time, see which one loads. Let's go 1, 2, 3. About the same there. Load up Stumble Upon. 1, 2, 3. About the same getting there, and then the Chromebook Pro loaded the page a little bit faster. Let's see, how about my website? 1, 2, 3. About the same time, maybe a hair faster on the Pixelbook. Let's do bit.ly. 1, 2, 3. Almost the exact same. Let's do this one. 1, 2, 3. Hair faster again on the Pixelbook. Let's do Amazon. 1, 2, 3. That one actually looked like it was faster on the Chromebook Pro, just a little bit. And we'll do one more. We'll do Best Buy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, a lot faster on the Chromebook Pro there. Okay, so the last thing I want to do to test is do a streaming service like Showtime Anytime, just to kind of show you. I mean, a lot of people will be using this laptop, since it is a 2-in-1, to watch, you know, shows, Netflix, media, sports, you know, anything like that. And you can get these apps off of the Google Play Store. So I just wanted to show you how fast they load up on each one and how quickly you can get to playing content. So I'll do Showtime Anytime. 1, 2, 3. So it actually loaded up faster on the Chromebook Pro. And we'll find something to watch here. I'll just do active shooter really quick just to show you. And we'll tap on this one. And we'll play them at the same time to see which one starts up.
What'd it do?
The Chromebook is, I'm sorry, the Pixelbook is still loading. So Pixelbook had a little bit of an error on that one, and I've seen that happen on Pixelbook a couple times, especially with Netflix and any type of streaming thing. It'll struggle to load or not load at all and then quit. Something to be aware of. It might just be my computer, but I've seen it a few times. But let's try Netflix to see if it acts differently. Alright, so I loaded up about the same time there, and let's just play something. You can kind of hear the speakers this way too. I'll try to quiet one and play the other so you can hear that, but let's play the same thing here so that we can get a good sense. We'll play Rapture. Okay. You can download these, which is nice, to play them offline. Alright, so I'm going to quiet these on the Chromebook Pro so you can hear them on the Pixelbook.
One of the hot up-and-comers in the game is in the building, my man Logic. For people who may not be familiar, you have a really big movement. You've been doing sold-out shows across the country.
Our next guest scored a huge chart debut last month with his first album, Under Pressure.
I wasn't in control. I wasn't in control of, because I thought I wasn't in control of myself, but you are, because it's all in your mind.
I did over 120 shows. I was on the road for 9 months. All I did was wake up and work every single day, every single day, every single.
Okay, so the speakers are definitely better on the Pixelbook, and I think you can probably pick that up through my camera. Definitely a lot louder, a little bit better sounding. The Samsung Chromebook Pro has a little bit, I don't know, twingy, for lack of a better term, speakers. They'll do just fine. You know, whether, depending upon where you're using them, you can still hear them just fine. It's just they're not quite as good as the Chromebook, I'm sorry, the Pixelbook. So I'm going to do a quick boot up test now, see which one loads up faster, and I'll do the power at the same time. So 1, 2, 3. Hair faster on the Pixelbook. Okay, so to wrap this video up, like I said in the beginning, these are two of the top Chromebooks on the market right now. The Pixelbook is obviously twice the cost as the Chromebook Pro, and I think we can all agree that the performance isn't twice as good. I mean, I didn't expect it to be, but I kind of expected to be a little bit more of an increase in performance than what I saw. Loading apps and loading Chrome and streaming services and that sort of thing. Honestly, it was either a hair faster, sometimes it was a hair slower, or it was right, you know, a lot of times it was kind of boom boom tied. So if I had to give a recommendation, I would say for the best bang for your buck is going to be the Samsung Chromebook Pro. Now, that said, the hardware is not quite as premium as the Pixelbook, so if you're looking for something that's going to be, you know, your daily driver, something that you want to pick up and touch and hold all the time, and use the keyboard all the time, and write, you know, super long scripts or articles or anything like that, reports, that might sway a little bit more towards the Pixelbook, because that is just a little bit more premium of a device. But you know, if you're looking for just a kind of an everyday laptop, something that you can surf the internet, you know, watch videos, check email and that sort of thing, just, you know, something you can pick up, maybe throw into a tablet mode and watch something on, I think Chromebook Pro is going to be your best bet, in my opinion. I think it's very speedy, very fast. I can get by with the trackpad and keyboard. It's not, like I said, it's not the greatest, but it's also definitely not the worst. I like the thinner bezels on it. I think the display is maybe just a hair more saturated, which I personally like. I think it looks a little bit deeper colors, but the displays on both of these are great. So in my opinion, I mean, for me, I would probably go with the Chromebook Pro, because I'd be saving $500 and getting a very nice machine that's almost as fast as the Pixelbook. But for you, that might be a little bit different. Like I said, you might want that premium hardware on the Pixelbook. So, you know, so overall, I just hope that this video helps you make a buying decision. You know, it was very helpful for me to get the Chromebook Pro in my hands and test against the Pixelbook, see if it held its own, and I think it does. But if you're considering one of the two of these, hopefully this video helps you make a buying decision. And I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked it, please press that like button and subscribe for more. I'm gonna get some more tech and things in my life that you know, just make it hopefully better, and hopefully better for you, and helps you make a buying decision. So subscribe for more videos in the near future, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.